Week 4, the Titans faced a familiar division rival in the Houston Texans. It was a one-score game, Coach, heading into the fourth quarter. Let's get your thoughts in Callie's official review.
Yeah, the ability to close the game is where we've struggled this year so far, and we got to find a way to, one, not turn the ball over in the fourth quarter. That's happened 2 or 3 times now, and we have to play cleaner football for 4 quarters. There's some moments of brilliance over the course of the game in all 3 phases that's really encouraging, but we got to find a way to put it together for the totality of the game and finish a game out and not allow a mistake to spiral into something more. That's just where we've been a few times this year now. So got to play a better brand of football all the way around.
This isn't an excuse, it's just the truth. It's a young football team. Does that explain a lot of what you're going through in finishing these games?
I think youth is always a part of the equation, but at the end of the day, we got a lot of veteran players too that I think have played well for us at a lot of different spots. But we got to find a way to get all that collectively together as all 3 phases in offense, defense, and special teams to find a way to close a game. And we've been in these games. It was we had a chance. There was a 6-0 ball game, then a 12-0 ball game, all the way deep into the third quarter, heading into the fourth. And a lot of our games have been in that same spot. We've been within 1 score late in the game, and we got to find a way to play better late so we can close one of those 1-score games as a win.
And you keep saying find a way to win. I know how important that is to you, to everyone in the organization. Yes, you want to develop these young guys, and it's going to pay off that you've developed and they've got all these reps, but you want them to win too.
That's what you need to continue the process. They need to feel that feeling. They need to feel what it's like to pull a game that's close and win it at the end. That's part of you have to learn how to be good. Yeah. And we're learning some of those things. We got a lot of young players participating, and they're doing a great job. We just got to keep finding that way to learn how to be good when we have to be really at our best in the game, and thus far we haven't quite done that.
And you reference veterans on the team as well, and the biggest one that sticks out, at least to me, would be Jeffery Simmons playing an elite level. The sack that he had on C.J. Stroud, the tackle for loss, he was disruptive throughout that game.
Jeff's been that way for most of his career, and certainly through 4 games this year. I think he's playing potentially the best he's ever played. His effort, his energy, the production on the ball, tackles for loss, pressure the quarterback. He draws double teams almost every game in the pass rush. He draws double teams in the run game. The protection's always sliding to him, and he continues to find ways to be disruptive. He's a force on the interior. I think he's playing probably as good as any interior defensive lineman in football at the moment. I'm really happy he's on our team, and he sets the tone. And at the end of the day, everyone needs to look at Jeff and say, how can I do exactly what he does? Because he sets a great example, and he's also been an incredibly impactful vocal leader for us as this season has gone along so far. So he's been playing excellent football, and we need it to continue.
We've talked a lot in recent years about the value of the preseason. Maybe the best example of that would be Cedric Gray, who was terrific in the preseason. You've asked him to be a starter in the regular season. 17 tackles against the Houston Texans.
He was outstanding in the game, from an assignment perspective, in coverage, and then in the production on the ball. I mean, 17 tackles is a lot of tackles in a game, and they weren't garbage tackles either. They were him coming right downhill, fitting against guards, fitting against tight ends, being physical and disruptive, and then making the tackle. I thought he tackled excellent in space as well. It was a really, really good game from Cedric, and that's the kind of growth we're hoping to see for a player in his second year going into his 4th game. To show up on that at that level was outstanding.
I know how badly you want Tajay Spears back in the lineup for the Tennessee Titans. Because he's been out the first 4 weeks of the season, Coach, Tony Pollard has basically been your every down back. How has he fared so far for you? He's
been excellent. He's doing everything that we brought him here to do. I would say if you're going to compare players, he's the offense's version of Jeff Simmons. He plays hard. He runs with unbelievable contact balance. He makes extra yards. He runs hard runs. He's been everything you could hope to be for a captain of our football team, to play with the effort and energy he plays with. He's our complement to Jeff on offense, and he's been everything we need him to be so far this year.